All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles. And shout out to you brothers doing this thing, sincerity, truth, and with charity. All right, basically we're gonna hop right into it, man. Hey, look, faith only counts when you can't see another way out. All right, it only counts when you have no other option. It only counts when you can't make the move yourself. You don't have your own strength or whatever to do it. And that's what the Lord wants. The Lord wants us to be in the positions where the only way out is Him. The only escape is Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Alright? And that's why we deal with what we deal with in the flesh, man. So we can know that it's Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai that does all of this, man. That delivers us out of jams. That hell brought us to this truth. That gave us these great mercies. That make us Israelites. That makes us kings. The Lord wants us to know that it's Him that do all these things, man. Alright? And that's faith, man. Give Romans 8, not to Zakia. Oh, you already got Romans 8?
I didn't have Romans 8.
Give Romans 8, get that. If you're in Romans, you said what?
I was looking for 1 and 1.
Oh.
What, Romans 8 and 1?
No, 8. You get Hebrews 11, not to Zakia.
That's what I got. Hebrews 11.
Alright, we'll get to Romans 8, not to Zakia. Oh, okay, whoever. Whatever. You can have both. Go ahead. 8 and 16. Yeah, that's cool. Let me 16.
This Romans 8 and 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. And if children, then heirs of Yahweh. Heir of Yahweh. And joint heirs
2 Corinthians 12.
with Mashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon that the sufferings of the present times are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Well, shall be revealed, so we can't see it. And like 1 John 3rd chapter say, we're called the sons of God. And you just said we joint heirs of Yahweh Shai, but we don't see what we're gonna be yet, man. All right, right now we in this sinful ass flesh. We fuck up. All right, we suffer. All right, and yet we still to have faith that we're going to be delivered out of this hell without stacking up arms. All right, without going out there and getting a ton of ammo and shit. We ain't out here stockpiling for the famine. Alright, this is all faith and hope that we have in Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Alright, we're trapped in flesh. We always go off, man. Alright, the flesh lusts against the spirit. But yet we have that hope that we're going to be as the sons of the Most High, man. And that's what the Lord put us in this position, so we know that He did it. Alright, and that's what faith is, man. Alright, when you can't see your way out, trusting and hoping that the Lord is going to do what He said. Alright, and that's the position to be in, man. Alright, knowing that the Lord is doing all of this, man. The Lord is what's keeping us in this truth. That's faith. Hey, knowing that the Lord is what's keeping us in this thing. Knowing that the Lord is going to deliver us out of this shit, man. Keep going.
Verse 19. Actually, so I'm going to start over at 19. 18. This is Romans 8 and verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for manifestation of the sons of Yahweh.
Everything that was created, man, is waiting for the revealing of the sons of the Most High. Who's to be the ones that's to rule the world and receive true, to receive the proper reign. That's not the phrase I wanted, but to receive the rulership from the Lord, man. Who is that? Everybody's waiting to see. And we're at the bottom. And through faith, we believe that's us. And we're hoping to be those men. Keep going.
Verse 20. For the creatures was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subject the same in hope.
There you go. So the Lord made us subject to vanity. He made us to be in this pointless, to be in flesh and seek after pointless shit where the flesh goes off and tweak. He put us in subjection to hope. This is what we got, man. We have to hope in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And that's the only time anything counts, is when you don't see a way out. Alright? And you still got faith that the Lord's going to do it. That's what we call this truth to be in. And that's what the Lord wants from us. He wants us to know that it's Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai that's doing all these things, man. It's Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai that delivers. It's Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai that brought us in His truth. It's Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai that's bringing this glory to His elect, who we hope to be. He put us in subject to this hope, so we know it's Him. Alright? He did this. You get the Hebrews 11.
This is Hebrews 11 and verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
There you go. So He put us in subjection to hope, man. When you can't see your way out, alright, and you still trusting Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, that's faith, man. And that's the position He wants us to be in. So we know it's Him. You can get Romans the 4th chapter. And you go to 2 Corinthians 4 and 7 real quick. Not exactly, but hold that other second you got. 2 Corinthians 4 and 7.
Romans 4 and 1.
No, I'll take it.
Can we read this?
Yeah. Start at 5.
2 Corinthians 4 to 5. For we preach not ourselves, but Mashiach Yahushua, and
The Lord.
the Lord, and yourself, your servant for Yahushua's sake.
For ourselves. Come on, go ahead.
For Yahweh who commanded the light to shine out of the darkness have shone in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh in the faith of Yahushua Mashiach.
Right, so we don't preach ourselves, man. We preach Yahweh Shai, who was raised up and given to us by Yahweh. Alright, that He gave us this light. He gave us this gift of faith. So everything is about Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Now, He's blessed us to be those men to handle this word, which is a great honor. Alright? But we preach Him. This is what He wants us to. That's why we're subject to hope. That's why we're in this flesh, man. Keep going.
Verse 7. But we have
The Lord could have set up, He could have set Yahweh Shai up from the beginning, without having to be crucified and going through the sinful flesh. He could have set the elect up from the beginning. He didn't want it to be like that. He wanted to express how important it is to know that Yahweh is the top. He did everything. And then show that His beloved Son, Yahweh Shai, that's next in line. And then to show the elect. The Lord wants to be known that, hey, first thing first is Him, Yahweh. And then Yahweh Shai, man. And that's why we're in this sinful flesh. He wants us to be in this position so we know who the true power is, man, that does everything. Alright? And that's what He's showing by us having to live off of faith. When we can't see another way out, we know, look, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is that way out. And He performs it. It's like, damn. Hey, this is who's doing it, man. Yahweh, man. By Hashem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Verse 7. But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of Yahweh and not of us.
There you go. So that's why we got this truth in the flesh. That's why we received it in the flesh first before we get the immortality, man. So it can be known that the power is of Yahweh, not of us, man. That we didn't set ourselves up. We didn't do anything for this, man. That's why Yahweh Shai said what? There is none good but one. And that's the Father in heaven, man. Yahweh. He's the omnipotent, the righteous, the excellent power, man, the most high. Alright? He's the doer and creator and worker of all things, man. And that's our faith, man, that Yahweh is the creator, worker, and doer of all things. And He put us in this flesh to deal with afflictions. Alright? To deal with being in a captivity that on natural means there's no way out. In the carnal sense, it wouldn't be no way out of this thing, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is the only way out, man. Alright? We don't have enough resources to fight against this damn devil. But through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, when He set up through this word, that's our way out. Alright? And that's what He's expressing in everything that we go through in our afflictions. When we going through afflictions And really, you know your carnal self. You know how you was in the world, man. You'll be making a certain move, or you'll get over whatever it is, and you'll end up doing something else. But the Lord, through the gift of faith that's put in us, we go through afflictions. We have faith, and through His Spirit, He keeps us going in His truth. Everything, so we know that the Lord is doing all this, man. Even when we go through afflictions, like, damn, man, I'm going through this, going through that, beat down. Hey, but guess what? The Lord keeps you going, and that's part of the faith too, knowing and believing that the Lord is keeping you going. Get to 2 Corinthians 12 and start at 7.
2 Corinthians 12 and 7. And lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh.
Right. So the Lord, so the Lord, even to keep you humble, because that's what it's thing. So we know who's the work of these things, Yahweh, to keep you humble. Even if you get a lot of revelations, like Paul was a deep brother, man, a deep apostle. Right? So he said he got all these revelations, but the Lord put this thorn in his side, man. He gave him a certain affliction, whatever the affliction is, man. Whatever the flesh that he was dealing with, the Lord put it on him so he can remain humble, and so other people will realize that he's also in the flesh, man. It's the Lord that gave Paul these gifts. Go ahead.
Thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan, the buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure. For this thing I besought the Yahweh thrice, that it might depart from me. And He said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Mashiach may rest upon me.
There you go. So he said, look, Yahushua told him, hey, my power is shown through your weakness, man. When we in our weak state, and we still endure and we make it through, having that faith and hope, that shows that Yahushua is working in us, man. And that's the position where to be, and having that hope and trusting Yahushua in everything, man. That's what it boils down to. That's the position we've been placed in, that we have to trust in Yahushua and give Him the credit, give Him the honor for getting this truth, for enduring in the truth, which Yahushua we do, okay? All right, for getting a great deliverance out of a captivity that we really don't have an escape out except for through Yahushua. All right? And whatever different jams we go through, whatever infirmities we're going through, knowing it's Yahushua delivers out of them, man. And that's what He put us in position to deal with, man. And that's the gift of faith, and that's what He wants, man. Romans 4 and verse 16. Not the Zaki, but go to Deuteronomy. 29, I believe.
Romans 4 and 16. Therefore it is of faith, that it might be by grace to the end the promise might be sure to all the seed, not to that only which is of the law, but to that also which is of the faith of Abraham, who is the father of us all.
Go ahead. So, hey, that's the same as Abraham had faith that if he killed his son, the Lord was going to bring him back. That's the type of faith we're to have as the seed of Abraham. All right? But keep going. It's going to explain some more. A different scenario.
As it is written, I have made thee a father of many nations, before him whom he believed, even Yahweh, who quickeneth the dead, and calleth those things which be not as though they were.
Read that verse over. It's like, what you said after that?
I said, all these guys.
That's right for that. Go ahead.
Romans 4 and 17. As it is written, I have made thee a father of many nations, before him whom whom he believed, even Yahweh, who quickened the dead, and calleth those things which be not as though they were.
And call things which are not as though they were, man. That goes back to the things not seen is what we have hope in. Abraham didn't see him being able to have his child through Sarah, man. But the Lord quickened the dead, man. All right, things that's not, he brings to pass, man. Hey, the world was without form. He made the world come to pass. All right? Going back to Romans, the 1st chapter. All right, tells you what? That the things that are seen are evident. Select it. Let me just get it.
That's what I think. That's
My Romans is my Corinthians, so give me a second to find it. I got a classic Bibles. Speed up. Oh yeah, Romans 1 and 17.
Yep, come.
You got it?
Come.
I'll read it for you. For therein is the righteousness of the Most High revealed from faith to faith. As it is written, the just shall live by faith. Alright, so the elect is going to live according to believing on things they can't see, man. That's what we're subject to deal with right now. And that's so we can know that it's the Lord that does it, man. For the wrath of the Most High is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. Because that which may be known of the Most High is manifest in them, for the Most High showed it unto them. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so they are without excuse. So even though we're hoping at things that we can't see, things that are far off, all right, but the elect, we actually, Lord, when we elect, we can visualize it, we can see it, because we can see that the Lord exists by the things that we see every day. So we know this. We also know he's going to perform everything else, man. So the Lord already made it clear that he's real, he's existent, all right? But the thing is, we got to trust in him in the things that we can't see, man. And that's what the elect is subject to. That faith in the things that we can't see, man. Knowing by the things that we do see, the Lord's going to perform it. All right? And what's some of the things we see? Prophecy, man. All right? Hey, this is Isaiah 48. And I'm going to get to the point. Isaiah 48:3. I have declared the former things from the beginning, and they went forth out of my mouth, and I showed them. I did them suddenly, and they came to pass. Because I knew that thou art obstinate, and thy neck is an iron sinew, and thy brow brass. I have even from the beginning declared it to thee. Before it came to pass, I showed it thee. Lest thou shouldest say, my idol have done them, and my graven image and my molded image have commanded them. Alright, so the Lord, even from the beginning, told us prophecies. So when it came to pass and we see him, we know that the Lord did this, man. This whole thing is about us knowing that Yahweh is the true power. Yahweh shines his son, man. And that's how the Lord set things up, so we can know that he's the power, man. He do everything. He gets us out of jams. He brings us into his truth. He gives mercies. He gives the wrath. All right? He does it all. He gave the prophecies, and we living it and seeing it, man. So through us being able to see, we got put in them slave ships, and we in this captivity that was written about. Guess what? We got faith that he's going to deliver us out of it as well. He make things to come to pass out of nothing. Like Isaiah 48 said itself. Alright, so look, we expect to get a kingdom prepared by the Heavenly Father, like the Yahushua said. He went to go prepare a place for us, man. So we can go back to the Romans 4 slide.
This is Romans 4:18. Who against hope believe in hope that we might that he might become the father of many nations, according to that which was spoken, so shall thy seed be. And
that's the point. It said him having hope against hope. So when he couldn't see this working out, he didn't think, man, this ain't gonna happen. I ain't got no other option. This is impossible. He didn't think this is impossible, so it can't happen. He said, well, hey, the Lord can do it. Because what does it say? All things are possible with Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. With man, it may be impossible, but the Lord is possible.
Even an example when we did a sit down about when King David killed Goliath. He had faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
That's right. And guess what he did? He took all the armor and that sword and gave away. Said, no, Let it be known that the Lord is doing this, man. He took a rock and did it. A slingshot, just sunk right in this thick ass skull. Alright? So that's what the faith is, man. We know that the Lord is doing these things, man. Alright? Against hope, having hope. When there's no other way out, that's when it counts, man. You can keep going.
Verse 19. Verse 19. And being not weak in faith, he considered not his own body now dead, when he was about 100 years old, neither yet the deadness of Sarah's womb.
That's right. So they say he wasn't weak in faith. He didn't start thinking, this can't happen, this can't happen. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I gotta take some Yahimbe root, some shit. No. He said, look, what the Lord said, it's gonna be it. And that's how we gotta be, man. The Lord said that he's gonna deliver his elect. Alright? That he said that each one of our hairs is accounted for, man. Okay, he said he's gonna require that number from amongst the elect. So in this day when these uncomfortable times come, we got to remember that Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave us these great promises, man. We can't doubt. It's, like it says in Revelation, we got to be faithful unto death. Even when cast and locked up for them 10 days. And that's why we go through the shit we go through now, so we can understand and have that faith even in those days, man. All right, because we're put in the positions where we're to be against hope. We don't see a way out. We still got to have that hope, man. You can't get weak. All right? We're of the seed of Abraham. The seed of Abraham, we're not weak in faith, man. That's what it means to be a seed of Abraham. We got strong faith. All right? Which is a gift from the Heavenly Father. And that's what the Lord wants to have. So we know that he's doing it.
It's still in the Romans. He staggered not at the promise of Yahweh through unbelief, but was strong in faith, giving glory to Yahweh.
There you go. He had faith and gave glory to the Most High, man. That's what the Lord wants, man. And hell, that's what he deserves. He gave us these promises. And we got to believe in them. He put us in this position so we know it's him doing it. He can get that glory. And goddamn it, he deserves it. So we got to be strong in faith, man. He kept us in his truth. He brought us his truth. Brought us out the world. Shit, we didn't even see that coming in the world. So he going to perform everything else. Let me keep going.
Verse 21, and being fully persuaded that what we had promised, he was able also to perform. And therefore it was imputed to him for righteousness.
So he believed immediately what the Lord said. He was also able to perform. Alright? Been in a position where there's no other way out. I can't do this. I can't go to a doctor and do this. This shit is really impossible. But damn, the Lord said it, so guess what? I ain't even gonna think about that. This is what's gonna happen. The Lord said this is what's gonna happen, man. We gotta believe that. We gotta believe we're gonna get that immortality. Alright? Here, we gotta have faith that and hope that the Lord even keep us in his truth, man. If we doing what's required. 2 Peter's the first chapter. I'm telling you, the 10th verse gives us the checklist of things we need to do. So you feel like, if I'm doing these things, man, the Lord said this, look, I'm gonna endure, man. Praying to the Heavenly Father, having that hope, but also that confidence, that faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, that if you do what he said to do, then you straight. That's all part of it, man. Because he said, if you continue these things, you straight. Alright? Even though the flesh fucks up, alright, that's part of being against hope. Like, shit, who wants to live out this wretched ass body? But you got to have faith. Look, the Lord's going to give us immortality. He's going to write the laws in our minds. Alright? That's part of hope that makes us clean. According to 1 John the 3rd chapter. Believing that we're going to be as the sons of Yahweh, man. And that's definitely against hope, having hope. Because all we've seen and known our whole lives is fucking up. The Lord gave us great promise, man. Go ahead.
Like, verse 24, but for us also, to whom it shall be imputed, if we believe on him that raised up Yahushua our Lord from the dead.
Come. So there you go. This, it wasn't just for Abraham's sake that was written. That was for our sakes, man. So we got to believe that we're going to be raised from this dead state. And hell, even if we have to be martyrs, all right, we got to believe as Yahushua was delivered and got glory after death, that we still going to see the promise, man. That's how strong our faith got to be. All right, unto death. Even when you can't see it, like, damn, hey, the Lord can bring your ass back to life. That's the whole purpose, man. That's what faith is. So when these jams come up, even now, but when Jacob's trouble comes, remember the faith, man. Remember the Lord made promises to us, man. And that's the position the Lord wanted us in anyway. All right, he wants us to be in a position where we ain't got no power and he's the one to deliver, so he can be the one to get the glory. That's why we in this sinful flesh and fucked up. That's why we in this fucked up captivity. So when the salvation and the mercies and redemption comes, man, we know that Yahushua did it, man. All right? You can't say my idol did it. You can't say I did it with my own fucking hands. You can only say, damn. I made it. Only way this happened is through the power of Yahushua, man. You got the Deuteronomy? It's the 32nd chapter. You got a precept?
But I was gonna ask you, do you know, like, because really what I was gonna say is about even having patience with the faith, because it may not just come to you as fast. But you know what the story is in Samuel about
When they didn't wait the 7 days?
Mm-hmm. First Samuel 13. And verse the point is verse 8. Start at 5. Start at 5 though. Now you read that Deuteronomy that bitch.
No, you get the first Samuel first. Go ahead.
Okay, come on. Well, first I'm gonna read this one. This is James 1 and verse 3. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. So the faith is working patience. Now, as I just said, but everything is not just going to happen in just a second. It may happen, but some stuff you have to wait for. And having that faith, you know it's going to happen. Just as the prophecies. Okay, this is 1 Samuel 13.
Let me read for you.
This 1 Samuel 13 and 5. And the Philistines gathered themselves together to fight with Israel 30,000 chariots and 6,000 horsemen, and the people as the sand which is on the sea shore, in multitude, and they came up and pitched in Michmash eastward from Beth-Ven. When the men of Israel saw that they were in a strait, for the people was distressed, then the people did hide themselves in caves and in thickets, and in rocks, and in high places, and in pits. And some of the Hebrews went over Jordan to the land of Gad, and Gilead, as the Saul. For Saul, he was yet in Gilgal, and all the people followed him trembling. And he tarried 7 days according to set time that Samuel had appointed. But Samuel came not to Gilgal. The people were scattered from him. That was verse 8.
God. So God, just because they'll have, huh?
Let him keep going.
Okay, God.
Verse 9. And Saul said, bring hither a burnt offering to me, and peace offerings, and he offered the burnt offering.
Right, and what happened earlier on in chapter 10, chapter 11, chapter 10 it was told to him, chapter 11 was revisited, that he had to wait. When they go to Gilgal, all these signs are going to pass. First he tells him all these signs are going to pass as soon as he leaves. Then he said, once you get to Gilgal, wait these 7 days, I'm going to come, I'm going to make the sacrifice for you, and then basically everything's going to be straight. All right? And what's happening here is the Philistines came and people got scared. All right? In verse 8, the 7 days passed, but Samuel didn't come. And you go ahead and make your point now.
Come. So just because it happened as soon as you ask for it, because you gotta ask the Lord anyway. But just you just need the faith and having the patience that you know is gonna happen.
That's right. That's right. All the signs came to pass. Everything else happened, but he didn't wait. He let the people pressure him too much, man. That fear took hold, man. And that goes why it said that 10 days in Revelation, but it said be faithful unto death, man. You got to remember, be faithful unto death, whatever. The Lord's going to perform what he said, man. He's going to give you the glory that he told you. You can keep going at 1 Samuel, actually. Keep going.
Come. Verse 10. And it came to pass that as soon as he had made an end of offering and burnt offering, behold, Samuel came, and Saul went out to meet him, that he might salute him. And Samuel said, what hast thou done? And Saul said, because I saw that the people were scattered from me, and that thou camest not within the days appointed, and that the Philistines gathered themselves together at Michmash. Therefore I said, the Philistines will come down now upon me to Gilgal, and I have not made supplication unto Yahweh. I forced myself therefore and offered a burnt offering.
And that's a great point you brought out, Akshay, because you got to wait on the Lord, man. Because what happened right here, instead of Saul having that faith and letting the Lord perform things, he took it upon himself and used his own hands. All right, and that goes to exactly what we're going to this lesson, man. The Lord wants us to be in a position that we know that he's doing it, and that's the only option, that he's doing it. When you start to try to do it your own self, you end up like Saul, man. All right? In fact, read verse 13. Let's see what happened to Saul, man.
And Samuel said to Saul, thou hast done foolishly. Thou hast not kept the commandment of Yahweh thy power, which he commanded thee. For now will Yahweh have established thy kingdom upon Israel forever.
Right, so the Lord's the kingdom from him, man. So he thought he can do it himself instead of following the way the Lord set things up. So that's the faith, man. We got to trust the Lord and trust his plan. And not try to take things into our own hands, man. All right? And hell, the Lord has put his elect in that position, all right? In fact, we're going to wrap this up soon. make it too long. You can get to Deuteronomy 32. What was it, 32 and 36? You got some, don't let it go. Hold it too.
This is Deuteronomy 32:36. For Yahweh shall judge his people and repent himself for his servants when he seeth that their power is gone and there is none shut up or left.
What's time 12? Read that one more time.
Deuteronomy 32:36. For Yahweh shall judge his people and repent himself for his servants when he seeth that their power is gone and there is none shut up or left.
There you go. So the Lord said he's going to deliver us when he realizes we ain't got no power. All right, so we can know that, look, he did it. We're going to be beat down, be in our weakest state. We can't do shit on our own, man. It's the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, doing it, man. That's what he's going to deliver us. And that's why he put us in this position, man. Put us in these earthen vessels so he can get the glory, man. So all the excellency can be unto him. So it can be known that he did it, man. That's how the Lord operates, man. He wants to be known that he's the one that's doing the things, man. All right, this is Sirach 51. And Sirach 51, and I'm starting at 1. All right, this is a prayer. All right. I will thank thee, O Yahweh, O Lord and King, and praise thee, O Yahweh, my Savior. I do give praise to thy name. For thou art my defender and helper, and hast preserved my body from destruction, and from the snare of the slanderous tongue, and from the lips that forge lies, and has been my helper against my adversaries, and has delivered me according to the multitude of thy mercies, and greatness of thy name, from the teeth of them that were ready to devour me, and out of the hands of such as sought after my life, and from the manifold afflictions which I had. And the Lord definitely did that, man. Saved us from these lies, man. We wasn't in the world calling upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to be delivered out of these lies. He did this according to his own will, man. We couldn't see that, man. We didn't have hope in the world, man. And the Lord delivered us out of it, man. All right? He did that according to his own mercies. He's going to do everything according to his own mercies, man. His plan. All right? From the choking of fire on every side, and from the midst of the fire which I kindled not, from the depth of the belly of hell, from an unclean tongue, and from lying words, by an accusation to the king from unrighteous tongue, my soul drew near even unto death. My life was near to the hell beneath. All right, so he's going to how he was delivered out of all these things, including death and heavy jam. Just like Daniel, tossed in the three holy men, right? They was tossed in the pit of fire, man. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they was tossed in the pit of fire. All because they wanted to serve the Lord. You think they was worried? They knew, look, the Lord's going to deal with them, man, and have mercy on them. They didn't know it was going to be that way. They probably thought, look, we'll die and the Lord will honor us for it, because we died for his name and we'll get brought back on the other side. But they got tossed in that fire, and the Lord sent Yahweh Shai down there, and they was straight. They was dancing in the midst of the fire. Daniel got tossed in the lion's den, man. He thought he was going to get ate up. But he didn't give a fuck. He still kept serving the Lord to even get put in that position, man. And the Lord brought her back over and fed him, all based off of faith. All right? So we get in these jams, we got to keep faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Daniel didn't have a way out that fire pit, or the furnace. They didn't have a way. He didn't have a way out the lion's den. He couldn't use his own might and strength. That's the same position we in, man. We don't have any strength to deliver ourselves, man. And this is what it's going to say next, man. They compassed me on every side, and there was no man to help me. I looked for the succor, which means help, of men, but there was none. All right, so we ain't going to be able to save ourselves. Nobody, no other man going to be able to save us. Only way out is what? Then thought I upon the mercy, thy mercy, O Yahweh, and upon thy acts of old, how thou deliverest such as wait for thee. Going back to what the young ox said, man. You got to wait on the Lord too, man. That's a part of faith. When shit gets even worse and worse, you still got to keep the faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. He's going to deliver you, man. And saves them out of the hands of the enemies, man. Then lift I up my supplication from the earth and pray for deliverance from death. I called upon Yahweh, the Father of my Lord. He would not leave me in the days of my trouble, and in the time of the proud when there was no help. I will praise thy name continually, and will sing praise with thanksgiving, and so my prayers were heard, man. For thou savest me from destruction and deliverest me from the evil time. Therefore will I give thanks and praise thee and bless thy name, O Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So we get delivered from all this shit. Alright? Which is only going to make us praise Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai even more. Getting delivered from the death. Getting delivered from the forces of lies that we once lived amongst, man. All this is so the Lord can give more praise, man. He deserves it. It's that simple, man. Alright? Just like the story of Gideon. He had a decent sized army. He said, look, no, that's too many. I only want 300 men. So y'all can know that I, Yahweh, is the one delivering y'all, man. And that's what this truth is about, man. Alright, we preach Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man, not ourselves, man. Because it's the Lord, alright, that's delivering us through his son, man. And everything is the Lord through his son that's keeping us going. It's the Lord through his son that woke us up into the truth, man. That got us out of the world. So they get the honor, man. And that's when the faith just counts, man. When you have no other option, no other way out, man, but the Lord, and that's you trust in. And knowing that is part of the faith, man. Knowing that in your day-to-day life, even if you can get into a fight and you actually knock the nigga out, you still know really the Lord did that. You know he's the one that does everything. And I just use that as a carnal example, man. You know, we ain't of the carnal mind. Just a quick little example that you can relate to. Okay? You get the Wisdom of Solomon 12. It started at 16.
God, use Wisdom of Solomon 12 and verse 16. For that power is the beginning of righteousness, and because thou art Yahweh of all,
Lord of all.
The Lord of all, it maketh thee to be gracious unto all. For when men will not believe that thou art of a full power, thou showest thy strength, and among them that know it, thou makest their boldness manifest.
There you go, man. Alright, so the Lord sat back and let things build up. Let us get put in situations, or is going to let us get put in situations where it's called Jacob's trouble. But it's so it can be, people can think, oh, he ain't got power. But the faithful, they're going to be bold. They're going to realize, the Lord's on his way back. He's sooner, all right? This place can't go on too much longer, getting worse like this, where Jacob just fucked up. The Lord is coming back. That's what the elect think. Look, the Lord is coming back. Every time shit get worse, the Lord is closer. All right? Because natural man is going more into their wickedness, afflicting the Israelites more and more, which only means what? The Lord is coming sooner, man. To come show his power. And that's our faith, man. And this is when it counts, man. The times we come in is when it counts the most. But we ain't going to see another option out as far as our own means or any other way. All right? The economy finna crash. You ain't going to be able to go work for Esau and make some money. All right? It ain't like we live even in the wilderness where there's just deers and shit around, man. Where you can even hunt. All right? We come to times where faith is the only way out. And that's why now it's important to increase our faith, man. All right, and Salaki's lesson went on. It was a few different things to cover because the Lord is really doing everything. All right? He's doing everything according to his will, and it's also he can get the praises for it, and we know that it's him that's doing it. So I had to touch on a few different examples to show that. So Salaki for the length of it, and hopefully, it flowed together. It was smoothly orchestrated. It's a nice symphony. This is a song, okay? And you brothers were edified, man. You had something else?
Come. This is 2 Esdras 9 and verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed.
There you go, man. So we labor now, like it says in Isaiah, man, increasing that wisdom and knowledge so we can make it through these times, man. Increasing that faith for our treasure, man. Alright? Because that's how we're going to get saved out of this place, man. When we in the fucked up jam, our salvation is, hey, look, I still believe Yahweh Shem Yahushua can deliver us. And then finally, hey, boom, he coming. Alright? Have he deliver you, man? Hey, Yahushua was delivered at the death. But through the Spirit, it says that number, his elect be required from us that number this time around, man. So that power is coming. Great deliverance and great salvation is coming out of different jams, man. Daniel type salvation. Alright? Works like Elijah, calling down fire. All this is coming, but you got to believe that. Because that's the only option. Faith is the only option. Believing in these great miraculous things is our only option. As the Lord has been doing miracles anyway to keep us going in this truth. Pulling us out of different jams. Alright? Protecting us on the line when niggas out there shooting towards the prophets and shit. Alright? So we gotta, hey, remember, like Sirach said, he remembered them that waited in the past, man. So we gotta be of those men that wait and have faith, knowing that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is a deliverer, man. So with that, hopefully it's edifying. All praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles. And salutations to you brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. Shalom.
Shalom.